don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, how'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, how'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood perfect. Yeah, I'm on my way home. I'm no good for you, so I drive around Manhattan. They're all laughing, oh, I'm tragic. Yeah, I'm driving in my car and seeing open, but I can't go down that road again. I'll smoke a cigarette, but will that help me forget you? Will that help me forget you? I just need to forget you. Oh, you. I need to treat you better than that and make you feel like I did in the past. Oh, I will treat you better than that. I don't need to forget you. I need to treat you better than that and make you feel like I did in the past. Oh, I will treat you better than that. I don't need to forget you. I just need to forget. got so complicated. You lose your mind just to change it. And tomorrow you'll regret it. But until the morning, dance with me, baby. You take away the pain. Dance with me, baby. You can lead the way. Dance with me, baby. A cure for the heartbreak. Dance with me and let this old record play. Let it play, baby. Let it play, baby. Dance with me and let this old record play.
Without you here, can't sleep, can't breathe. I need you here, right next to me. Thoughts in my head racing. We can't go on like this anymore. I'm done with the games, quit playing. I'm over it. Yeah, I gotta let you go. Oh, yeah, I gotta let you go. Oh, yeah, I gotta let you go. Yeah, I gotta let you go. Shawty, summer fine, summer fine. I saw you right up in the summertime, summertime. I tried to make you mine, it wouldn't work. Put in work, I had to push you first. I lost my mind, went berserk. I feel like Uzi Vert. Vivian Westwood chain hanging right around my neck. Balenciaga kicks 44 when I step. Summer fine, summer fine. I saw you right up in the summertime, summertime. But now I stay inside all the time, wasting away waiting for you to call one more time. Without you here, can't sleep, can't breathe.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to One Expert Cup. Dust2 brings you the ninth Masters, and of course, the broadcast partner is going to be Blink Entertainment. With me joining on the desk is Apcon, aka Tarun. How are you feeling? We came back after I think a month, and I'm more
Yeah,
excited because there's a lot of changes that's happening currently.
yeah, absolutely. A lot going on around the CS scene, but according to that, like more to it, I think Dust2 is so back. Not just the Masters 9, but also in the competitive pool, we have a switch around from Overpass to Dust2. So that's going to be something interesting. But hey, let's talk down about the teams. We have been waiting since the morning. Whenever it's that time of the day, whenever it's the time of the month where only once an entire month you get to see these teams go up against each other for that title, for that prize pool. So it's interesting because we have some of the best teams from our region who just go up against in a single elimination brackets, and to make it in the top two, it's none other than Team True Rippers and surprisingly Carnival Gaming.
Yes, definitely. I do agree. I mean, True Rippers did put up a very strong fight against the teams in the open quals, and actually, they did get their victory against CG, but CG managed to get this lot from the second qualifiers, which clearly explains that CG has been looking forward to take this revenge match against True Rippers.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the teams here. So from the side of Team True Rippers, we have, Megals, we have Rossi, Crazy Gamer, Defaulter, and Ghost. I think one of them, which is going to be Crazy Gamer, if I'm not wrong, recently joined in the previous month and March. So he's a recent addition for the side of Team True Rippers. But let's talk about Carnival Gaming. It's going to be a mixed roster because
Yes.
in one hand, you're going to find, three players of Team Enigma who were a
Mm-hmm.
pretty promising team. You have Spawn, Ryder, and Harry God. And on the other hand, you have Clouda as well, who will be playing alongside, I feel one more player. I'll just take a look after what the roster is going to look like. But nonetheless, the prize pool is indeed once again going to be $1,500 for today. And the number one team who will make it into the finish line will go away with $1,000.
Definitely. I mean, the prize pool's huge and the competition is getting huge day by day. We have so many more teams coming in for CS2 in open quals, and it clearly shows CS2 has grown a lot with the recent changes. And I can say the players also did, and I think it's just the beginning of better things coming in for South Asia at the moment. And while talking about both the teams' rosters, a really good point that you mentioned, there were a lot of players that have been switched, new additions, existing teammates have also been modified and put into combinations of different teams. Right now, we see Cyclone F playing in place of Ember from Carnival Gaming. While we do know that Carnival Gaming is the recent hotshot that's been coming up very aggressively, and with a team like True Rippers who've been playing for quite some time, players like Rossi Kiran just don't give up the confidence that there is a good competition. Let's have a good look at the map Vito. Anubis is going to be our first pick over Pass and Vertigo Band at the very beginning. Inferno is second. And what are your thoughts on the decider map?
I feel it's interesting of them banning Vertigo at first because we have seen how deadly Team True Rippers could get. But taking a look at the stats, I think True Ripper going for an Inferno pig. It's something that they haven't lost since January. They have a
Yeah.
100% win rate in Inferno, so that's a pretty interesting pick. You're just working on your strengths, not just worrying about how your opponents might counter strat you in all of the wards that could be available against you. But Anubis being one of the pick for CG, one of the bad things which I don't know want to bring up here, but before this tournament, Carnival Gaming was struggling to find up even their first victory. But hey,
Oh,
this Carnival Gaming is different. You have a Cyclone F who is joining in place of Ember for today. You have Harry God. You have the players from Enigma Gaming and God's Reign joining into this roster and making it into the grand finals has a lot to say. That out of all the losses they had for the previous month, this is where it all comes down to. That how
yes.
they really maintain to get this unbelievable run.
True.
One xbet masters are known to get some of these teams having to give out their best, but for now I think our first game is going to be Anubis. I'm going to be pretty excited, and more excited I'm going to be about who is going to be at the CD side. We know that this is going to be one of the games that could lean towards CD, and well, guess what, it's True Rippers.
Oh, yes, it definitely is. I mean, Turipus did go against a very tough team yesterday in the grand finals of NESC 2024 South Asia qualifiers. Unfortunately, they lost against God's Rain, who happens to be the Team India right now. But good thing for the fact that, Turipus have a setback and they have another finale to fight for, and that is the Masters 9 and the title of the champions. Tourists have been struggling recently, but with the good roster that's been sticking through a long time, I think we can easily make a better play. It's going to be a knee push from mid to A. That's a very smart push. Clouder getting the first pick. Rossi immediately trading it off. We still have Cyclone F, who's going to be going for the flank from A main. Meanwhile, we have a 4v4. Crazy Gamer's down to little less HP, but Clara is gonna make sure that he anchors the site so beautifully. Triple kill for Clara in a 1v2 situation right now, and unfortunately, he won't be able to clutch it for his team. But that was a very good way to hold down the site, Tarun, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think Carnival Gaming starting things off very strong, and you can see the AKs out. Now, one thing that has really been a talking point is after CS2, the economy for CTs have been somewhat struggling. If this was Grey Fox, if this was any other team, they would have really went on to force by in their CT round, knowing that you won't have enough of your economy to really work on with those Kevlar West helmet. But now a mid presence from the side of Team Protocols as they look to walk down the bridge. Let's see if they could really find some value. Nonetheless, they are going to be taken down by the NAC 10s, and that's going to be the Caldera 2. Clouda being the only player remaining. It's a flawless second round for Team Carnival.
Yep.
The confidence is rising round by round, and this is what is going to be important for you to make sure that when you're up against such a big team in a grand finals, that is the most you would need. But maybe the names are new for these players. But one thing that's going to be interesting that the players specifically in Carnival Gaming are pretty experienced, if you ask me.
Yes, they are definitely. They've been playing this game for quite some time. I mean, Clouder, Cyclone, Spawn. We've seen them, I think, from over the past 5, 6 years trying to make a name for themselves. While True Rippers, we have Rossi Bob, Michael Falter, and Crazy Gamer, who've been quite aggressive in the scene recently as well. It all comes down to one point is how many titles you have. But more than that, it's how you evolve in the game. And I think both the teams have absolutely put in 100% effort to evolve in the game when it comes to the tactics, and the massive shift from CSGO to CS2 can did put some lights, like a lot of players went back to basics, which I think helped them out become the best. especially for God's Reign. But they're not here right now. Let's talk about the two who are fighting it out for that prize pool of $1,500. True Rippers versus Carnival. It's True Rippers. Although they're having huge the Mac 10 defaulter opens up, Ryder gets an immediate trade. If True Rippers loses this round, they need to go for an eco, which means they're giving like around 3 to 4 rounds away for Carnival for free.
Oh, the bonus is looking pretty dangerous here. And Carnival striking right where it hurts the most for Team True because the first buy round, as I mentioned, despite not saving or not going on for a force buy in the second round, was kind of, a pretty interesting one. But Cloud somehow equalizes the scoreline to a 2v2 situation. And now one of the players just leaning all the way towards, the I feel the street side. It's going to be a long way down the ruins to make his way in. Let's see how he's going to come in. Well, all right, Rossi Bob is going to take Cyclone down. It's Clouda. He already has 2k. What more could you ask for him? The time is running out and there is no defusal kit. You have to save. And before he moves out, Defaulter is going to take him down, upgrade it to an M4A1S, and that's going to be the third round for Carnival Gaming. Maybe the fourth just around the corner, as you mentioned, the economical situations. Pro Rippers not the start we anticipated, especially after realizing that, hey, they have a good, side in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
I think, having at least 4 to 5 rounds for Carnival Gaming in the T side should be really, really good enough to maybe secure this map in their name, considering that the second half is going to be CT for them.
Yes. I mean, starting off as a weak C team might be a little difficult for them to later move on and make a comeback on the T side, but I love this map. Anubis is one of the most beautiful maps recently that has been most played as well. It did replace D2, but I think D2 is coming back in action definitely while Crazy Gamer gets another pick onto its hat. He makes an absolute amazing entry. With the second pick, they get the bomb side again. I think True Repairs, it was just a little miscalculation. I think if they would have won the third round, they would have had this round in a much better way.
Oh,
Since it's an eco, there's nothing much they could probably do. Maybe get exit frags, save a gun. That could probably help their economy. But if you ask me, they should just probably go for the kills or damage. And it's going to be a free plant coming in for Carnival Gaming on the B bomb side. While True Repairs, I think they're still trying to figure out a way to get the exit frags. Well, it's going to be 0-4 Merly for True Repairs, and they need to quickly step back up because the more
oh.
that was close, that was close. He left Mickles with literally 3 HP.
Absolutely. And I feel back to back flawless wins for Carnival means your economy is skyrocketing. I just saw Defaulter up with at least $10,000, Rossi up with 7k. An average economy for a T side this time looks over 5.5. So it's pretty good sign. But True Rippers, this could be the chance to turn around. One third of the half is entirely done, and it's only 8 rounds more remaining. If there's ever to put the first round on board, it's right here, and you would expect them to not kind of miss out on that opportunity yet. The loss bonus is going to be maxed out, but Crazy Gamer this time going on for a nade push, but the smoke completely does not dissipate him. Bomb still awaited towards the main position. Oh, a big pick towards Rossi, and that's going to be the A side completely open for them. Now, let's see how much space and how much room could he make for his team before Ken. Let's see. Open his hand, looking for some conversion. Oh, Rossi flicks it, but misses his chance. There goes the flash up. Still, a chance could be up because it's going to get taken down. The nade is going to put Rossi down to 50. And there could be a timing, there could be a world that Clouda could take him down. But no, that's not the case. Well, not for long. Clouda will take him down. Goes with the trade in the B side. The bomb is going to go down and be in for a 2v3 retake.
That was an effort well put coming in from the side of True Rippers. Well, amazing start, but looks like this 2v2 is in the hands of CG. They have really good side control, but Clouda, as the man he is, he does get one. Last play starting at platform. Ryder manages to get that
Wow.
last top shot, connects it, gets the round for True Rippers. I mean, this was a very much needed round for True Rippers. They lost this. There was a huge difference in the economy between True Rippers and CG. And there was Op, of course. So Op does a lot of damage when you lose it. True Rippers finally
Yeah.
standing back up. While CG, I think they will take it slow. Probably they'll try to read True Rippers. Now, True Rippers is a team who loves to like who've been playing together for quite some time, right?
I'd love to see how things are going to move on. Team True Rippers, absolutely, as you mentioned. Despite the win, I do see one of the players just after the MP7. Farmers into the hands of Cyclone F. A quick connector control. Just two players ready to defend the B side. This time there's no A contest. It's a five-man push coming in, and only two players. It's going to be a struggle, but Hattie got still surrounds up towards this move. The timing is going to be miraculous, but Crazy Gamer takes him down. Harry God has to do all the heavy lifting all by himself. But for the first one, back to the right, that Spawn is going to take one down before he gets traded. The one-shot miss. Ryder needed that, but somehow recovers. A 2 versus 2 situation. Bomb still ready to go down, and we are back to business. 2v2 Team True Rippers. This ain't going to be an easy retake, unlike the last one.
Yes. While Trurip is having an amazing start, 4 rounds in their hands, while CJ is struggling right now. It's very recent that they've formed the rosters from different teams. They've put together a lot of pieces from the puzzles. Well, you can see the coordination explains it all how Carnival Gaming has been able to put it off. We've seen Clouda previously play for God's Reign. We've seen Spawn Hattie God play for different titles. And Cyclone F finally coming back to the scene. CG is just getting a little stronger while True Repair still holds an advantage of 2 rounds in their hands.
Yeah, and the previous two time we saw Team True Rippers, they went up against, I think, Grey Fox. One was up against God's Reign, and like they did had a win and a loss. But in most, here's interesting stat. In most of the round that they managed to get the first kill, they do manage to get the conversion and the round win as well. So the conversion of a 5v4 advantage for Team True Rippers is way good. But hey, as I mentioned, Carnival Gaming, it's a completely new roster. It's a roster who is, you're going to question them about how they are, somewhere down the line, their synergy is going to pan out. Their, coordination is something that would be up for question. But one thing that's not going to be up for question is going to be the experience. That's going to be absolutely, up for grabs. But well, the first blood once again comes in, and that's going to be Ryder will take on Defaulter. Now that's your, front line assault being taken down, which means that you do need to worry and maybe get regrouped before you execute a side. Mid still being a lurking play, Ryder could be good for another one. Let's see if he could really connect. Yes, he is. Goes for the second, and as I mentioned, the moment Team Two Dippers get the first blood, they're good to convert it into a round. But just as I say that, Rossi Bob takes down Spawn, and they're moving up for the B side.
Yes. And I think B Bomb site has been pretty much in luck for in True Repairs. And they've been doing very well with the entry. Well, the control of the B Bomb site stands in the hands of Hattie. Unfortunately, gets taken down. So it's a 2v3 right now. With Ryder missing that shot will only give an opportunity for True Repairs to get that bomb planted down, which is done and dusted right now. Rossi with 76 HP, Ghost with 71. They're merely low, but there are 3 players from CG. I think they can make this retake happen if they play a bit coordinated and probably, make a crossfire setup. The fact that there's an off in the CG does help you a lot. Cyclone peeks out at the wrong time. Ghost and Rossi Bob gets both the kills. The last man standing in a 1v1 situation. Ghost versus Clouda, both with an AK and an M4 rifle. There you go. But Ghost with 45 HP manages to clutch it for the team. And yet again, True Rippers takes another round in their favor. I think True Rippers seem to be very confident with this map, Anubis. And I do believe that it was actually their first pick. Yes. No. Anubis was actually picked by Carnival Gaming, which leaves me to surprise because True Rippers is
Yeah.
doing really well.
Absolutely. I think True Rippers really making the most out of what they have right now. And I think it's just about time, slowly, steadily, the players trying to get inside the zone. Just the first half, and we saw, like, despite having like a 4-0 lead, we were seeing Carnival Gaming try to come back. And it's very important, to be at the CT and to really have enough rounds and buffer so that in the second half, you still manage to close down the map in your favor. But hey, the last round victory is once again going to force Team Carnival Gaming back to the drawing board, go for an eco, and just kind of, digest the fact in that, with the remaining 3 rounds after this game, how they're going to manage and, recover from those situations in the scorecard. Nonetheless, it feels that True Rippers might really have the half in their favor despite being on the T side. And apologies from our end as well. We just got the switch arounds from the team names, and it's going to be, I feel, pretty interesting for True Rippers because despite not having their map pick, they're still able to really put up a dominant performance. I mean, if you look at some of the kills, if you look at the economy, they, they literally have nothing to worry about despite losing 2 rounds in a row.
Yes. And I think that's the beauty of CS2 because everyone's had so much experience. It's just, a couple of months ago, I think probably a year right now that CS2 was launched. So everyone has been through this game, I think, through thick and thin. It just makes it much easier for everyone to compete on the same level, especially when it's an opponent like CG. Well, CG did lose to True Rippers in the open qualifiers, but they came back by securing another slot. This means they are looking for a revenge match. Since it's a best of three, we have a long way to go. Even if CG manages to lose the first map, I'm pretty confident that they would have a strong comeback in the next one. Well, the map Vito seems like it. The first map's going to be Anubis. The second is Inferno, and last but not least, it's going to be Ancient. I think there has been absolutely very less masters, one expect masters where there was no ancient played though. There was always
Yeah.
ancient. Ancient is just like, it's like a default map like Dust2. But I'm glad I'm hearing that it has officially come out that Dust2 is gonna be replacing Overpass. I will be missing Overpass because it's a great map for offers and I'm a primary offer, so I'd probably miss it, but I think nothing's better than Dust2. Feels like home.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, CS2 kind of changed it. It feels like in CS2, Mirage is the new Dust 2. If you were a CS:GO player, any casual player, the most played map was Dust 2. But that's not the same in somewhere CS2. But hey, I'd love to see how teams are gonna kind of innovate the entire play. Wait, defaulter. Okay, he just maybe his pace just didn't work right there. But let's see, this is going to be another one of those eco, and they're stacking up at the right position. They push up towards A main. Now, Crazy Gamer, show me what you got, because there is a player just right up his corner. Gets the first, the spray transfer is good, and goes for the second one as well. Crazy Gamer so on point, spots the third one, and is going to chase him down. He is not looking to stop it anywhere soon. The look from, I feel, the connector is also going to be somewhat interesting. But Megils goes down, and that's an AK being, that's a Galil being retrieved. But despite having so good economy, how is he on a Galil? But nonetheless, Ghost on the other hand is going to take down Hardy God through the cannons, and it's only going to be a two. It's going to be down to two players. Clouda, meantime, towards the B side, finds the first one. 5-7 being really interesting, and all of a sudden, this round looks really chaotic if you are the side of Team True Rippers. The bomb not yet down, and Cyclone gets another one. All right, now this is a smart play because I think Clouda was awaited for his teammate to come in, but nonetheless, it went the other way around. Crazy Gamer just lurked on from the mid side, got the kill, and now goes for a post plan. Now Cyclone with already the first frag, can he do a 1v2 right here is a big question.
He can, but he doesn't have the armor. He probably has half shield and ghost with an op, and Crazy Game already knows for a fact that if there's any person rotating from CT, he would know. So the number of angles cleared for True Reapers is absolutely amazing. But I don't think Cyclone will be going in for that fight. I think he should probably save considering that CG's economy is really not great right now. And
Yeah.
more than anything, I think Cyclone's half HP and he will be hunted down by Crazy Gamer if I'm not wrong. Not just at the B bomb site, maybe.
Well,
But he could have tried.
nonetheless,
Crazy Gamer was
sorry to
38
interrupt.
HP and Ghost was up down to 70 HP. Even though it would take some time for Ghost to even respond with that op, right?
Yeah. Well, another timeout being called out, and this would have been something that you should have called it pretty 2 rounds back when you had a very important buy round. Despite losing two back-to-back rounds, True Rippers won the fifth one, and then you were kind of an eco. But now, as Carnival Gaming are gonna get the buys out, they have the economic situations a little stable up. So I feel it's gonna be important for them to secure some numbers here. True Rippers, if they walk away with the half, you have a potential that they're gonna walk away with the entire map. And considering that the second map, which is the pick of True Rippers, having an 100% win rate, it's very important, and I'm excited. I'm down to see how Inferno is going to pan out. But Carnival Gaming, let's see how this buy round eventually pans out. no middle presence despite having an op here. Now I would have seen where the op is gonna register itself. It goes on towards connector. Four players being present towards the side of A, I feel, and they're absolutely pushing it down as well. So well, things are gonna get spicy towards this crazy game of fun with the first, but still the numbers work in the favor of Team True Rippers as all the players now regroup and move on towards the B side.
Yes. Well, there's one lurker, but I think it's going to be a quick beam and rush coming in through with Cyclone getting it first, but will he get another one? Yes, he does. And the third person to entry, Ghost with an op. I don't think Cyclone's going to go for that peak. On the other hand, Rossi is still left. Rossi is coming to help. Ghost at B means he goes for the entry, but Rossi has to be very careful here because he's open from three angles, CT, temple, and connector as well. Ryder trying not to give any sound, but I think it was pretty evident that he scoped and that was heard by Ghost, if I'm not wrong. And there you go. Ryder takes Ghost down, which leaves Rossi in a 1v3 situation. He knows where exactly the opera is. He needs to take the connector player down as well. There are two players playing the crossfire, but Rossi misses the shot, and there you go. Carnival Gaming plays on discipline and gets this round. I think it was pure discipline. If it was any other round, they would have probably tried to peak aggressive, but they knew that they had the control over B main and they just waited till True Rippers made a mistake.
Yeah, an important round win for the side of Carnival Gaming. If somehow they could turn this down to a 6-all scoreline in the first half, this could be very interesting. But wait, the Rippers this time, they are going to be playing with the Tech 9s and Vito 50. Let's see how this is going to work out. Despite having, this is interesting. I mean, True Rippers, despite having no economy, they have invested in all those mollies, they have invested in all those UP Necklace. Meantime, gets the first one. I don't know if Radon did see anyone, but he goes for the play, doesn't find anyone, goes for another one. That's an off being retrieved. That could be an opportunity up for the side of Team True Reports to turn this around as they have the numbers in their favor. But well, Carnival Gaming strikes back, and that's going to be the upper down. Only three players remaining, and out of that, only Crazy Gamer is the player having the AK in his hand. But look what's happening. Rossi maneuvering over the side of A. Has the control. He gets a big kill. That's a round secure, and no way do Carnival Gaming get an eco here.
Yes. Well, Hattie got in a 1v3. Just now, when we thought that CG might actually stand back up, they got completely shut by True Rippers. At least not a flawless round. Two picks is good. Coast and Mickles are down. They're heading over towards A-Bomb's side. They'll probably get the plant, but Hattie is trying to go for a safe rotation through connector. But I think, yeah, there you go. The bomb's already being planted down on the A-bomb side simultaneously. I think Hattie should go for save, if you ask me. It's probably going to be 7-5 score. If he saves right now, he can pull it down to 7-5. Or it's going to be tough. If he loses this and with no weapons when he goes back, it might be a little difficult for him to get the op back again.
Yeah, Carnival Gaming this round. If you want to roll back, it's going to be disaster. You're going to wait for this time, wait for the bomb to go out, and kind of take that time to really think, but take that time to really consider after what went wrong, how you want to deny some of those misplays, deny some of those space that you have completely given up. Like I saw Rossi with a 5-7 walk up from the A main, go all the way towards the A heaven side and get a kill with an with a 5-7. Like, what in the hell was Carnival really thinking of? They really expected them to, give out that respect that they would have really done at the T side. True Rippers won with only a single Galil and all of those util that they had. Despite being on a eco, they absolutely turned the entire round around, and it's them at least securing the half victory for them. Let's see if they could really kind of continue, because only 2 rounds remaining, and Carnival Gaming after that round loss, they need to change things up. Addy God wanted for a nade play, but this one does not dissipate once again. Ryder this time, with him being taken down, is now going to be compromised down with only having a Famis. But hey, that ain't that bad if you ask me. This time it's going to be the first time all the 5 players are going to move in towards the A side. Spots the first one down, but I feel it's about time. Rossi gets the first one. And now it's going to be down to Cyclone F. If he could really find at least 1 year before his team comes back up, this could be a chance. Util being come towards the default position, but look who is up already towards heaven. It's gonna be none other than Rossi, and Rossi is looking to get a collat kill here. He's holding a very interesting angle. Let's see if Rossi could really turn things around. Oh, he drops down at the right time. Cyclone F meantime taking some room, gets the first one. Rossi good for the trade. There goes the
Oh,
op shot, and it seems to be that before the retake could start, it's already over and it's going in the favor of Team True Rippers.
yes, it is. And I think that op save is gonna just be another round for Carnival Gaming, while Turip is gonna pull off 8 rounds in the hands, and CG, they need to step back up. Now, Anubis is a map which becomes very aggressive when it's a one sided game, right? And it's very hard to make that comeback happen as well, especially on the T side. With the coordination level that's right now between CG and Turpus, CG will find it a little hard to perform the same level as Turpus in the D side. Let's see. I mean, I'm not sure how Turpus can hold back or anchor, but CG looks like they're definitely having a lot of issues based on it. It's going to be a half pie with three from Mars coming into hand, one M4 and an op, of course, saved from the last round. Clover getting the opener again. McGill's immediately trading it off for two players. A 3v4 situation. McGill's with 20 HP, still alive
Wow.
and breathing.
Wow.
Hattie God gets another one. Cyclone, both of them turned around. It's still a 2v2 with defaulter down to the least HP. I think it's got to be a hit again. Maybe CG is finding it hard to control A bomb set, but they should actually pay more attention there because there's huge aggression towards A main every single round. Ryder opping. Do you think he saw them? I think he
No.
did.
Oh, I mean, if he did, he wouldn't have switched up his position though. And I think the timing for Ryder could be really off. The bomb does goes down, but he has to wait for his teammate. With him being already, with his teammate already being down to 20 HP, could use him as a decoy here for the bot. Already spots a barrel, goes for the free fire, doesn't find any value. Meantime, a big kill coming in from the side of Hattie got his default in a
Oh, that
1v2,
was a
but the
nice
trade is
shot.
so quick, and that's gonna give Team Carnival the fourth round. Team True Rippers will end the half with a 4 round lead. But well, that's going to be really interesting if you ask me, because despite having all the odds stacked up against them and them being compiled up at the T side, they did not really kind of hesitate. They went in for these set plays. They got these executions so perfect in Carnival Gaming. They have to fill in those holes. They have to fill in those gaps where they are, kind of having maybe a miscommunication, maybe not able to be confident around to, have that space for themselves and really challenge up Team True Rippers at some of those choke points. But as the half ends, that's going to be a timeout from the start of Carnival Gaming as they know and they realize how important this pistol round is going to be.
Definitely. I mean, this pistol is gonna pretty much paint the picture for the next couple of rounds and probably for this map. And if Carnival Gaming has any chance to make a comeback, this is their time. While True Rippers, I think they need just 2 rounds. If they win the pistol, they're on to double digits, and they need four before they get to the match point. True Rippers is not under pressure right now. They look very calm and chill, especially when because it's a CT side, and it's usually easy in a map like Anubis. Lot of body block coming in from Mikkels and their team. Looks like True Rippers is going in for an aggressive approach, taking that mid peak. But a smoke comes through towards the mid. Are they going for a push? Is my question. Looks like it's going to be A hit coming in from CG mid to A hit. One player towards
Oh,
mid gets taken down. Mikkels an amazing opener on towards CG. And I think Beckett already knows and has a clear idea. Rossi gets one, gets traded immediately. It's still a 3v4. The man advantage is in the hands of two rippers. Cyclone F at the backside. I think he's gonna probably push City, which might give him an advantage. But there you go. Crazy gamer. He's not gonna let that happen. The crisp aim is gonna set Cyclone in a corner
wow.
while Spawns gets two. Can he get the third one? Is my question.
Oh,
He
wow.
does. It's got to be a quad kill for Spawn if he gets this 1v1 against Meggles. Meggles spots him out, 69 HP, climbs back up. He's going to go to the CT. Spawn is rotating all the
Prime.
way from Spawn to the side while Meggles does come back for a fight, but he's not going in for the defuse. Why is he doing this?
What?
Spawn fights everyone, gets a quad kill, gives the round for CG. That was absolutely a wonderful round from Spawn because if it was not him, it would have been very difficult for CG to retain that round.
It was a 1v4, and despite having all the time in your world, True Rippers lost it. I mean, that's a masterclass if you ask me from Spawn. Still keeping the hopes and dreams alive for the side of Team Carnival Gaming. But hey, it's just about time your Team True Rippers, they need to go on for a force buy if you ask me. If they play for an eco, I don't know what the ideal situation is going to be for them after this round ends. Out of four timeouts, they have lost three of them. I think this is going to be maybe the last. Oh, they have one timeout remaining with them, but it's a very important round once again for the side of Team Carnival Gaming. They have to take these rounds, one at a time. That's what it really boils down to. And them having those two AKs, two Galil and a Mac-10, let's see how they could really keep that damage control, because the next bonus round is going to decide how the next half is entirely going to look like. Now, smoke towards deep, mid bridge window, and that's going to really give them a room to drop down towards kennels, take the control for the mid doors. Towards the A side, we have no presence of two rippers. A flash is good, but Defaulter is going to get taken down. Clouda with the 3K is going to deny any chances for Team True Rippers to get a single kill, a single control towards the middle. Still moves ahead, but Hattie got this time is going to trade him. With only a loss of a single gun, it's going to be Team Carnival Gaming up at 6.
Yes, 8-6. Well, Touripas don't look, flushed or tense right now, but CG definitely is interested in getting those backgrounds on point. It's got to be a full buy round for Touripas. If you ask me, I think Tia made a good choice by not going for a buy the last round, because if they did, there was a huge probability of risk involved that they could have lost that round, and which would have given Carnival Gaming two extra rounds. But right now, with a full buy and a half buy coming in from CG, the odds seem a little bit in the hands of True Rippers. CG taking another timeout. All four timeouts have been used. But honestly, what do you think? Do you advise that it's okay to opt during the T side in Anubis? I say yes. As long
Yeah.
as you're good with it, obviously.
I mean, oh wow, that's a fair point. There's no argument if you have that point incorrect with you. But now, as the economical situation is not the most best, Rodipos with 5M for 1A1S, the util is kind of somewhat compromised. Only two incendiaries to work with. Carnival Gaming using the fourth timeout. And running out of all the timeouts, it's a little too early because you aren't even in the lead yet. Rossipa with the first one. What? He goes up with another one, and this time, despite being blinded, gets a kill out of nowhere. And that's completely illegal. And now, after him getting two kills, Rossi Bob is going to be the one who wants to get aggressive. But maybe Carnival Gaming could be reading it right, but they're not looking at the right direction. Well, Clouda finds the first one. Megas is going to trade him out towards Connector. He hides. Flash is good, but that's an anti-flash position. Oh, the smoke is really hard. Reload might give a room, but alright, this has been completely chaotic. And if you are the side of Team True Rippers, that should not have happened at the first place. Still three players remaining. If Team Carnival Gaming could turn around from this entire position they are right now at, so hey, we might have an interesting game in our hands. Defaulter, is he expecting a player towards his close left? Yes, he does. Finds the head, and that's going to be the final player spawn being taken down. It's a 6-9 score, and then Team True Rippers, they are back on the charts.
Yes, they are. One round for double digits. And as you said, 2 rounds for the match point, 3 rounds for the match point. CG, they'll be going in for a buy, if I'm not wrong. A half buy, merely with a couple of SMGs and AKs coming in the hands. Hattie God will go for a deagle, while Ryder and his teammates have gone for half shield and Galils with AKs, while True Rippers, they don't have an op yet, but they're going in for a 4-man M4 setup. And the mid control that CG is trying to take is absolutely letting them, giving the picks away to True Rippers. Michaels gets one. Cyclone immediately makes sure that Ryder is traded at the moment. I think Ryder is a really amazing opper. He just needs to be a little more aggressive while entering the bomb site. And mindful of True Rippers, of course. They're one of the scariest opponents that you would not want to play against. 4v4, 1 minute and 6 left on the clock. Looks like it's going to be a mid push coming in through Defaulter. Gets one on Hattie God. While the connector player gets spotted out as well. Crazy Gamer takes Cyclone, leaving Cloud and Spawn to be the only player. Spawn with just 2 HP. Well, it's Clouda. If he wants to make a clutch, he needs to convince True Rippers about it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the CD side is so far just so strong for the side of Team True Rippers. And as I mentioned, in any round you see them getting the first blood, getting the first kill. They're too good. They have like an 85% to really wrap up the entire round in their favor. And now you're going up against Carnival Gaming, a team with really needs a lot of gaps to be filled in. It's going to be a pretty big challenge. But hey, let's see how they're going to turn around right now. Clouda just in the perfect spot you would expect him, but he's looking at the wrong direction, spots ahead, and gets a kill from a Galil. On the other hand, Spawn is going to go on and get another one down, but with only 7 seconds remaining, there's no time left. Only the guns is all they have to save, and that's a round up for the side of Team Zero because they are up with the double digits, and a much awaited and a much interesting one, the Carnival Gaming. If you are them, you're out of timeouts. What is the call here? What is the game plan here? You don't have the best of the economy. You have two saved weaponries. Do you go on force it to play for an OT? Because if you lose this round, it's the 11th, and then you have to eco next round because you forced it. But they are choosing to to go on an eco. I mean, this is completely being concerning point if you're Carnival Gaming's.
Yes, while they need to be very careful about the decisions they make, or else Two Repairs will take map 1 away. And as surprisingly as I say, Carnival Gaming's the one who chose the map of Anubis. Looks like their confidence, after all, puts out a
Wow.
question. Ryder and Cyclone amazing opening on towards B-bomb side. Defaulter takes some damage, immediately switches back. It's a 2v3 situation. Both the players are at CT. Clouder gets defaulter with an op, while Rossi is in a 1v3 situation again. I think the last clutch was very close to him. Hopefully this time it's the same. 1v3.
See, proceed goes
Yeah,
for
there you go.
the off angle, takes him down, and that's the seventh on board. Carnival Gaming bought that round up with going in with only two rifles and winning that round. Absolutely amazing. And I think to every round that they are going to win, you could just add up another one to it right on the charts, because show rippers, if they lose a round, they are on the CD. The only thing that does not favor to you is going to be the economical condition. And now having four pistols out of its three deagles, four of the players from the side of Florida were stacked up towards the B side, and the lead is absolutely, like correct from the side of Carnival Gaming. Let's see how they are going to completely have these mid-round decisions for themselves when they see no presence of utility coming down from the A side.
Yep, it's going to be a pretty easy cakewalk for CG this round because it's a one-man AK setup from Two Rippers. The M4 has been dropped. It's just a couple of players with Deagles. Well, Deagles do miracles. I'm just waiting for one to happen right now as Carnival Gaming peeking slowly towards the connector. But once they do get peaked, once they do get caught, I think the crossfire setup's going to be amazing. Spawn already making his way from connector to B main.
Oh
Spots for now,
no.
takes crazy gamer down. Unfortunate issues. Defaulter goes down as well. It's a two kill pick coming in from Spawn Easy on B bomb side. It's 3v2. It's 4v2. The bomb's going down. Michaels takes Clouda down. The bomb hasn't been planted yet. 39 seconds left on the clock. Spawn is trying to rotate through Spawn to a bomb site. Well, Michaels and Ghost are making sure that the bomb is not planted on either of the bomb sites.
Miguel's is kind of paranoid at this position. Bomb still evaded, and I don't know what's the game plan here. I mean, okay, one of the players disconnected, it seems. Spawn, on the other hand, has taken the control of CD. From the backline, Ghost is going to get a perfect timing here to take down both the players. Spots the barrel down, spots the planter. Oh, okay, good for the first one. Is really looking for this 1v2 up, but he has to buy time here because the player disconnected is now back. Rider is moving his way back in with the op. Comes up towards connector. Timing is good, and Spawn is going to do the job. They saved themselves from being ecoed. Carnival up now, just 2 rounds away from the equalizer.
Yes. Carnival Gaming is slowly coming back into the picture. While it's not long until Two Rippers gets a full buy, which they do already have, I'm pretty sure. If CG gets another 2 rounds, then I can see a possible OT coming in through Tarun. And I think OTs are best when it's the first map.
And
Well,
it's the
there you
grand
go.
finals.
Yes, and there's a lot up for grabs. It's 1,500 US dollars is the price pool. Two reports right now planning to go for another eco. The match has been paused, but do you think they should go for a buy? If you ask me, yes, they should. The better quickly they pick back the rounds up, the better chance of them winning this first map.
Yeah, I think the round previous to this, they played with, I feel, four Eagles in, and that was a close round if you ask me. But yeah, if you want the util in, and if you want yourself up with an AWP at the least, these are going to be, the end rounds, which is going to be very important. And to get that final, push to go for that final play, it's important for you to kind of not take a gamble at this position with what you have in the platter. Team Carnival Gaming, they do realize that there was a time also you could expect any, counter plays coming in from the side of Team Blue Rippers. And look, one of them being four players stacked towards the A side and one player towards mid. That's going to be none other than Rossi. You have a P250 that could mean a little detrimental, and he's pushing up. Rossi, let's see how he is really going to manage to make his micro decisions here. But nonetheless, Team Carnival Gaming, look at the respect that they are giving despite knowing the fact that they don't have, they have the best of their advantages. The Preepa is good, and so is Cyclone. Up with 2K, really turning the entire tides in his favor. Now one more player awaits him in this close corner, and that's going to take him down. But the trades are good, and Carnival giving up with another round. Only one more round to go, but hey, Pro Rippers, this is where the game starts for them. This is where they are going to start to strike. You see that one loss of round resulted in them playing two back-to-back rounds of pistols. So like that absolutely says that despite you being a strong team, losing rounds, not having economy in your favor could be so detrimental against you.
Yep. And finally, the two reports were able to secure a full buy round. It's time for them to rise and shine. All they needed to just hold. CG knows pretty much the positions of where two reports is gonna peak it, and I think they're using it to their advantage as much as possible. Ryder an op from B, very bold of him, but can he get an opening pick is my question. Looks like there's not much presence at mid. A push coming in through CG, through mid. Probably connector, defaulter, peeking out, gets one. Will he get another one or will he get traded is the question. But no, Ghost will get your trade. It's two players down from CG, Clouda and Hattie God.
Yeah, I think this is going to be very interesting. Defaulter meantime takes on spawn, and they have denied any control or any presence towards mid. Three players walked in, and all three of them punished, and on the back of no util. I feel to the number of kills that True Rippers got, they defended their spot. They played a good, set play to dissipate the smoke through the grenade and get the first opening. But now with only two players remaining, Team Carnival Gaming, would they go on for a save is also a big question because you have enough economy for all the players. So it's about doing the damage here because a true ripper getting a flawless victory means then having at least a round and spare. Good head coming in from the side of McGills. That's the bomb carrier. One player remaining. This could mean a little bad for Crazy Game as he just walks around. Cyclone F, and there's another player, and this time Cyclone F isn't going to deny. He lets the first player pass by, but from the side of behind comes in a Crazy Gamer, only to be taken down. Rossi Bob takes the trade, 11th one on board. Team True Rippers just two round away from map.
They must be so confused right now, CJ, because they're fighting to get this map. But if they do fail, they need to play another, like either way, they need to play another map. But the next map, Inferno, is picked by two Rippers. So it's going to be brutal that they already have an idea. CJ already has an idea about it. Right now, just like we saw two Rippers in the last rounds, CG might be going in for a force buy, but they have enough economy. There's $5,600 on Spawn, 3,750 on Rider, 7,350 on Rider, and Hattie doesn't. I think Hattie disconnected. He'll probably connecting back shortly. It's a tech pause. But Upcon, what do you think? Do you think it will go to an OT? I think it will end 13-11, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I think 13-11 is like still a good call, I feel. Carnival Gaming, they have the economical situations favoring them. Rossi and Defaulter, having these AKs recovered. Let's see what's going to be the choice for McGill's here. He has the Kevlar vest, so I don't think MP getting the M4 should be a problem for them. But yeah, timeout being called off, and it's a very important time for you to discuss that you managed to find 9 rounds against a team who was looking to be the clear favorites, who were looking to have a pretty dominant second half. But I feel since the 8 for half that we had now, the scoreline is kind of 5-3 in the second half. Team Carnival won 5 of their 3 rounds, while True Rippers only managed to get 3 on board. And I feel most of their round losses resulted due to them having those bad situations, not having those healthy rifles. So this round is going to be once again very important because their loss bonus is kind of down to 1900, and as you can see, having a round loss would mean that only defaulter would be the player with 3k, whereas all the other players would have nothing more than 2400. So if you ask me, yes, it's a very important round for Team True Rippers. If they lose it, you are potentially looking at an 11-all scoreline here.
Yes. Well, I think the match is going to resume shortly as Wright is back in action with an op on his hand again. The op could be quite dangerous when it comes to T side. I mean, they did secure like 4 rounds out of it, but True Rippers, they're playing it smart too. They've pulled out an op in the hands of Ghost. Let's see where Ghost will be opening most probably. I think he's gonna try to push in with the team. CG holding off very passive angle right now. Gets needed, takes some damage. They're gonna fall back immediately. But look at on the other side of the map. There's so much map control that troopers have right now, and they're playing it smart. There's 2 players B, 2 players A, and
Oh,
Ghost gets that pick over towards Spawn. Unfortunate Spawn's gone early, but it's still a 4v5. It's still doable. Ryder still has that op. Beaming, smokes incoming. Looks like it's got to be a B hit. The bombers, although it's Spawn though.
yeah. I don't see what the game plan here is. There was a player beating out his entire utilin, but they haven't yet got any control. Now, from if you look at True Reaper's perspective, you might feel that mid is gone. They try to contest the mid position. Now spots one. 2 players in the contest, and Rossi gets taken down. This could be a clear A side hit, but to only defend the mid position, it's going to be defaulter. A quick A hit is something that should be in the books for the side of Team Carnival Gaming, but with only one player left to defend it, it all comes down to defaulter. Let's see how this round is going to go on. Crazy game of finds too. Cloud up with the trade down to a 2v3. They have 30 seconds to plant the bomb, but the bomber is going to be taken down. Only one player remaining. The Opper good for the first one. 1 versus 2 in his hands. Let's see if he could really close this down in his favor. A map point awaits True Rippers, and that's going to be at the cost of one more kill. And there he goes. Gets another one down, and that's a headshot right up the board. It's the 12th round. Team True Rippers looking to name Anubis on themselves.
Yes. True Reaper somehow managed to get this round in the hands, while CG, I mean, it was a huge gamble for them in the last round. I think it's pretty obvious that CG is agreeing to the fact that the first maps is going to be the favor for True Reapers. It's an eco for CG. I mean, merely an
What?
eco with 2 Khalils. Oh, I think we're going to re-roll the round due to some tech issues, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I think that's more certainly happening. But either way, True Rippers on the match point, ladies and gentlemen. One more round, and they need just one map to become the champions of Unexpected Masters Cup 9, brought to you by Blink Entertainment and Dust2.
Yeah, well, I'm excited, and okay. Here we go. I'd love to see the POV of Rossi here. I think they're having a little bit fun towards the main position. Crazy gamer takes Cyclone down, and yeah, that should be probably a re-roll coming in as we look at some of the replays. In case you just joined in, this is the 1x Masters. Dust2 India presents the ninth Masters, and I feel every new month we used to have this new Masters where we had these teams, top teams from a region, going up against each other in having 2 chances for them to make it to the playoffs. Now as we head on, these are the 2 top teams who made it in the grand finals, and in a BO3, the first game looks to be already in the favor of Team True Rippers. Now, something that's really worth the mention here is that the True Rippers, there were many instincts that things were looking kind of chaotic for them, but they still hang in there. They still managed to get themselves up and keep things rolling in their favor. They did lose initially the rounds in the second half, but the CT rounds, that they won, that was dominant, and you would not even call them close. To each and every round, Carnival won. I feel it was kind of close, even if two Rippers were like on an eco, but that isn't something that you could call the same. And yeah, these were some of those set plays due to which you see Team Two Rippers already up with an 8-4 score line. But yeah, despite having a 4 round of lead, it looked a little chaotic in the second half. And now let's see how this is going to eventually pan out.
Yeah, well, looks like we are coming close. But I do agree for a fact that the way CG has come back was literally literally no words for them, because they were playing so aggressive throughout the second half. And I thought for a fact that T side might be a difficult task for them to come back and secure those rounds against True Repairs. But in fact it was actually much easier than the CT side for CG, which does surprise me.
Yeah, and well, let's see how things are really going to go on. I'm really excited to see how the final round is going to be secured up. Team True Rippers, who are already up with at least 3 rounds, and I think that round loss would result in some chaotic situations. If you are the side of Carnival Gaming, economy kind of goes against you. You have all of the advantages which you could have asked for, but somewhere down the line, losing that round lead, losing those early 4 rounds, I think going right inside the game is what really costed them, because that 4 round of lead resulted in a 4 round lead in the half, which resulted eventually now them being all over towards the match point. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty excited to see how this is going to move on.
Yes. Well, I was also talking that it would either be like an overtime or like 13-11, because that's a very basic prediction that I had in mind. But looking at CG perform, it could go more than what we expected. It could probably be go for an overtime. And I think, True Rippers is a team who does not like to give up. Plus, it's a map pick of CG, so they do have an advantage. We should be expecting the best of them, and they are giving the best of them. Well, all this instant replay just makes it much more easier for us to walk through how exactly CG secured the entire second half on a brighter note. Well, the first half I think ended on pretty much 8-4, and CG had tough time on the CT side. Well, on T side, I thought it's going to be a little tougher for them to maintain that synergy and push together as a team, but it was actually much easier for them. And Spawn, I think, just made the game even more easier for CG. While there's a reroll coming back, it's the most important round. 9-12 is the score. Match point for True Repairs, and CG is fighting it out for the overtime.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they're not going to give up, but they don't have any money in their hands right now. It's just two gullies in their hands. I mean, fingers crossed if they make it, it would be absolutely like a mind blowing round for CG with the economy they have. But Two Rippers, I think they can easily pull it off.
Yeah, and I feel
Yes, 9-12. I think one of the players was AFK, hence we are re-rolling the round back. The round will shortly be unpaused.
yep.
Even CG knows if they don't get this round, there's a lot at stake. There's literally a whole map, and there's a huge difference of I think $1,000 from the first to second prize. So 1,000 for the first prize and 500 for the second. The money looks very good, so the fight is going to be worthy enough, I hope.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting round. Nonetheless, just waiting to kind of examine how like what the reasons are going to be for the tech pause. But yeah, I mean, if you talk about the win conditions here for this kind of team, Carnival Gaming, Rossi has done like way, like I feel better than what you could have really anticipated. And you wouldn't really point out any single player being the X factor. I think it's more of a synergy, it's more of a teamwork. And kind of you want to give it up for True Rippers being consistent in one of these games. Talking about the other side, Clouda up with 22 kills. Like wow, I mean that's absolutely miraculous. I feel this is really, really something that you're going up against a really good team and dropping 22 kills, just +4 for him. So I'd love to see how Clouda maintains his form going ahead. And well, finally, the round is starting up. So let's see how round number 22 is going to pan out. Will Carnival Gaming manage to pull back another one of those masterclasses clutch, which they did before the half started? Or is it going to be an easy walkover? Team True Rippers nonetheless are going to be starting with the default positions, not trying to take control, not trying to make contesting. But wait, who is into the connector? There's a play already in connector. We kind of missed it. But hey, Clouda is going to be punished for that. And he got a little too overconfident, I feel, there. Because he was back there with no util, with only a Mac 10. He just walked all the way deep inside the connector position. And going in one by one has been the classic game for the side of Carnival Gaming, having no backup or follow up being a rise. Now, this
Jeez.
double player setup is just miraculous. Defaulter with the 2K and Crazy Gamer to close things up. It's going to be the 13th onboard. True Rippers winning in a very convincing fashion.
Yes. Well, that was a very, very quick round, one after the other. Just walked into the crosses of defaulter, and I think True Rippers looked very confident on this map. And I do hope they have the same confidence on Inferno because that's the map that's going to matter. That's the most important map to be looking after. Well, CG did make an amazing comeback on the T side. Maybe if they had a full buy in the last round, it could have gone up to like an overtime. Definitely. It would have been at least 13-11. But 9-13 is a close score. With absolutely no weapons left in the hands of CG, they did still try to put up a good fight. But I still was surprised why didn't they go together, but rather they chose to peek in different angles. Maybe they do know for a fact it's the last round, they don't have the economy, so they pretty much did convince themselves that there's going to be a comeback in Inferno, and it's good game, well played for Anubis from the side of CG.
Absolutely. Anubis is in the name of Team True Rippers as they are in, one of the final maps. If they win it, they are going to be walking away with the title for the 1x Masters 9th. And it's been a while, we have seen the players of True Rippers taking the title home. It's mostly been, we having to talk about the side of God's Reign. Yeah, we having to talk about the ex Enigma Gaming. And now them being, the 70% of, Carnival Gaming, and then the other two players coming up from the other teams. It's kind of interesting to see how this team is eventually gonna turn out because it's only been, I feel like, 50 days since they formed up into Carnival Gaming, acquired from them, and three players up from Enigma, two from God's Reign, and still having a lot of things to work in. But True Rippers, having that form, being consistent has been the name of the game lately. And I feel like that next map of Inferno, oh man, that shouldn't be a bloodbath for Carnival Gaming, because like I've seen Team True Rippers, and we know that that 100% win rate isn't just going to be anything that you would deny it. It's very hard for you to have one of those best maps and still kind of maintain it, because if there's another team facing off you, they have a lot of wards to completely kind of watch your strats, see how you kind of position, see some of the strong points of your specific players, the angles that they kind of hold on to. But yeah, I mean, like Carnival Gaming, it's a tough road ahead of them if they want to come back here.
Yes. Well, I think that is going to be a tough road, but CG losing the map pick that they wanted to be on this side is quite surprising. And I think True Rip is looking confident, man. I think they've got map 2 in their hands. Plus, moreover, True Rip constantly got defeated by n number of teams every time they came to the finals. It was either God's Train or it was either one or the other team that constantly pulled them down the leaderboard. But this time, I think True Rip is not taking no for an answer. While CG is also definitely putting up a good fight there, still, even though the players have played it previously, but CG as a team, I think it's their first time in the finals of One Expert Masters.
Yeah, and I feel first time for the team, but not, I feel, for the players. The players have really bought so many, like, I think, wonderful clutches here. They have bought some of the wonderful moments here at the Master Series. But well, it feels that the second map just would be around the corner. It's going to be the map of Inferno. Now let's talk about Inferno. When we talk about Counter Strike, it seems to be that Counter Strike 2 is one of those games that kind of leaned heavily towards the CD side. There's only like one thing that kind of goes against them, and that's the economy. You talk about a map like Ancient, you talk about a map like, I'll say Anubis, or maybe even if you add Overpass to it, the CDs actually being powerful. But hey, when we talk about Inferno, it's kind of something balanced here. Taking a look at the scorecard, as we mentioned earlier, 22 kills on Clouda was something that I really kind of feel standard out. Had he got not something that we anticipated from him, and having some of the huge expectations on the back of him is really going to put a pressure on him, especially now that they are down to a do or die situation.
Yes. Well, I think the leaderboard pretty much explains that how tough it was for Ida and Clouda. They were constantly communicating. Clouda got a few of the most important picks in the first couple of rounds. Ryder in his op, he was an absolute madman, I would say. Well, when it came to Rossi and Crazy, I think every player in Touripus played out the game evenly. It was not one player, holding out or watching out for the team. Everyone's got each other's back. And I think that's one of the reasons why Touripus made it seem like it was easy to win this map with all the team coordination synergy. And one thing that stands out from Touripus compared to CG is the crossfire setups that they have. Every angle they hold, they have a reason why they hold that angle. And I think that
Yeah.
crossfire setup, even if they lose on one pick, they make sure they trade. So at the end of
Yeah.
the day, they're always trying to balance out the number of trades, which gives them an advantage as number of people alive in that particular round. But Turip is using these small details, using these small strategies, is making huge impacts on their game, and one of the reasons why they won the first map as well. Now moving forward to Inferno. Inferno, I wouldn't say it's a CT or a T side map. I would definitely say that it's a map for Opus. So it's a good opportunity for Ryder to put out his skills in Banana and Mint, and of course in Pit at A bomb site as well.
I mean, hey, Inferno is one of my favorite maps, if you ask me. And it's something that we haven't seen much. You spoke about Ancient being one of those maps that we used to kind of see a lot from these players. But Inferno is going to be a classical map, and I think it really boils down to how your mid rounding is going to carry on, especially when you have those rotations called, and when you have some of those situational play that you might be one man down, you might not have the numbers game in your favor, but hey, there's always a chance. And I feel Inferno and a CD hasn't been something that kind of works quite well for you, because having, like, two mid to worry about, having an absolute banana control is a big contestant point. And the rotation time also, I think, kind of boils down to a factor due to which we heavily lean on towards the T side, giving that if there's no banana control, if there's no control towards your arch or maybe your second mid positions, there's a lot of thing that could go wrong for you if you are at the CT. And once again, I'd love to see which team here is going to be starting up at the T side. Any team that gets a head start towards the T side needs to get that lead. One reason, CG, the hopes for them were really looking kind of bad was because them having the advantage of at being at the counter terrorists, they were only able to win 4 rounds. Yes, it was the starting round. In the first game, player usually tend to just warm things up, get in that zone, get in that position where you're then being completely consistent. It took a little while, and that came out in the very wrong side. Now maybe switch around the position, get through rippers on the CT, and maybe give the second half to team Carnival Gaming. That could have been a different case. But for now, I think we have spoken a lot about the first map. Second map is going to be just around the corner. But before that, we are going to throw things on to a very short break, and when we'll be back, it is going to be Inferno.
Call me whenever you feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.
I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school. I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you, you keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin, but even so, yeah, I need you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Tasty. You on a Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can live. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart increase.
You don't know what goes on behind these eyes. You don't know the loneliness hidden inside. You don't know I wanna eat you up alive. Come and get to know me, my type of wild. I'm the kind that spins you and hangs you dry. Well, I'm already on to another side. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. 'Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. 'Cause I'm a black girl for your love. For your love, your love. 'Cause it's true, no, everything they say about me, I'll suck you, no, to my center of gravity. 'Cause it's true, no, everything they say about me, I'll love you like a supernova, burn burn into you like a shooting star. Always craving for you to come to me. Though this way of life, no, it ain't healthy, but ain't no other way, it's just what I need. I want all your soul, I want your body. I'm the type that licks her play clean. Don't wanna let go, one of you can eat. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Your love. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. It's true, na, na, na. Everything they say about me, I'll suck you, na, 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 to my center of gravity. Cause it's true, na, na, na. Everything they say about me, I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. If you give me your whole life, I would still have room for more. Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love.
That is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your floor. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let go of the rules, cause there's so much fun. Are you loving it, feeling it, touch me, are you in it? Don't say what you're seeing, untypical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your floor. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up and how sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave and I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. Oh, darling, if I had bought you flowers, would you still be here by my side? Yeah, I thought this moment could be ours. While I'm walking lonely through the night, you can break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart. You should fucking stay with him. You should fucking stay with him. Darling, if I had bought you flowers, what if you stayed at home that night?
Yes, True Repair starting off on the city side is going to be really bright for them on things. Looks like it's going to be a palace push coming in through. Michaels gets one, gets another. The Glock's working like a charm for him. Double kill. The bomb's been planted down. While True Reapers is quickly regrouping towards the city. Two players. I think all of them are towards Arch and they have to be very careful with any move they make. They could be a short push coming in through. Although there is no flank coming as of now, Rossi gets one, Clara trades another. A 2v4 situation. Mikkels is all the down to 19 HP. Clara takes him heading and defaulter jets. Put the last two nails in the coffin and nails the first round in the favor for Carnival Gaming. That was a very, very strong and how would I say? There was a very calculated push coming in from Carnival Gaming. They knew that they had to jump from Palace, flash, get the picks, get the bomb planted down. And that's what exactly how it worked out for CG. On the other hand, True Repairs get the first round. And there you go. Apologies for the HUD confusion. But looks like True Repairs, it was their map pick. So hence it makes sense for them to start off on the T side.
Absolutely, and them getting the T side once again. I think you have given Team Troopers not just their map pick, but also I feel in this
Mm-hmm.
map pick specifically when Team Carnival Gaming were given the choice, maybe for the map pick. I think it does comes down to the knife round that the winners eventually get their side pick. But yeah, I mean, True Rippers on the best map with being on the most favorable side would mean that Carnival Gaming, you have to pull out something out of your sleeves, and they're going in for this force buy. Now, True Rippers, let's see if they kind of expected or no. Three players up with the Kevlar vest and helmet. One scout out, and let's see where Ryder is going to position. He's going in for the mid peak. Let's see if he could really find one. Nonetheless, I feel it's going to be pretty interesting to see how things are eventually going to come down as Team True Rippers. They are going up against a pretty force buy, but they're taking things slow and steadily. They're trying to make sure that there's nothing that kind of just goes against them when it comes down to some of these counter buys that has been bought out from the side of Carnival Gaming. They're giving the respect to their opponents, but well, it's about time that the control that Team Toripers have already lost towards the arch is now going to be the first point of contact. Ryder finds the first one, the tag is done, and I feel both the players now down to 30ish HP. Ryder still gets the better of his opponent player, and that could be a weapon being recovered, but the reinforcement from True Rippers arise to deny any player coming close to the weapon.
Yes. It looks like it's a force buy round coming in from this side of CG as well. They have a scout in the hand, which I wouldn't really recommend them to have it. But a force buy round for True Rippers. But they've gone all out on EKs and looks like the Macton's working like a charm for them. Spawn and Clouda, both of them coming towards CT Archers. I think it's better if Spawn goes for the scout safe, but it was a very impulsive buy if you ask me, honestly.
Yeah.
Ooh, Spawn missing. Spawn absolutely missed all the shots. While there you go, Crowder gets taken down on arches as well. 0-2 for two Rippers. CG probably would go for a one SMG and a full buy, I guess, for CG.
I think like the reason that they went on for a force ban the previous round was because they did look after how the situation for the CT is going to be. So if you lose a pistol round and you save in the other round, you don't get more than 4,300. So being at the CT, you need at least 4.7k to kind of get the util at the max. So they forced it again, so that now they leak hope, so that your chances to win a round is better. But yeah, it's something that we still expect the changes to come into the Counter Strike, because the round is now reduced from the round of 30 to round of only 24. It's kind of important to see how the economical role plays out, especially for the CT. Now, True Rippers, they might have another round right up the board, but look at the stack player. Oh, this is interesting. Now, these are some of the plays which you really need if you're the side of Team Carnival Gaming, and something that really Team True Rippers would not anticipate. Now the push comes through. Spawn might have a timing here. Let's see if this P250 could really work some magic. Nonetheless, he just passes beneath it. The bomb does go down towards the B side. Made at a very anticipated position. It feels as if Team, True Rippers are really expecting some of these players here, but do they expect more than one? Finds the first one. Is looking to push towards the mid side, and there's no player right around the corner. Defaulter is gonna get chased up. Wins the first one, but goes with the spray, and it's gonna be all over. Team True Rippers with the third round once again. It's the classic start which we had anticipated in Anubis as well, and that is something that's gonna be Carnival Gaming. They have to really worry about how situations pan out for them when they have their buys out. And despite having the buy, I don't think that the op is still out for them.
That was a massive shutdown from the side of Floripers on towards CG. It was a full buy for them. Either way, it was more like spray and pray for True Rippers. While CG looks like we will be seeing another round re-roll as the players requested for a pause. And anyway, Hattie gets disconnected, hence looks like we are gonna play this round. Yep. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. The players seem to be moving over towards the A bomb side from mid spawn, gets a pick on towards Rossi Bob. Churipus anyway has a 3 round lead anyway in the hand. Rossi
Absolutely.
gets taken down first, and we can see that the team is probably going back to spawn. I think it's going to be a re-roll of round Tarun.
Yeah, I don't see what was the reason though, but yeah, we are gonna wait till the round gets re-rolled, and we'll just kind of wait and see how the follow-up round for Team Carnival is now gonna look like. True Rippers, they got the head start. They need 10 more rounds to absolutely get the title in their name, but for Team Carnival Gaming, as them having one of the first buy rounds, it's really important for you. And what do you think is going to be the best scoreline? Because if you ask me, I think them at least ending at a 7-5 could be something that favors. But anything above 7-5 in the favor of Team True Rippers means it has to be a map for them.
Yes. Well, I mean, True Rippers look confident in Anubis, so Inferno is just like a icing on the cake for them. It's pretty much going to be an easy one. But for CG, them starting off on the CT does give them one or the other, slightly an ace up their sleeve. But they still need to know how to put that game up. Put that whole together on bomb sites. I think we had similar issues in Anubis when CG was playing on the CT side. They had huge problems on anchoring the bomb sites, but they were doing absolutely nice on T side. I think they are doing something similar here as well. Either way, they have really good retake abilities, but I think anchoring the site is the weakest part of the game right now in CT.
Yeah, that's true, and I think especially when you're up against some of the players so up on point when it comes to their and their counter rotations being so chaotic at times. So I'd love to see how these things are going to be kind of hold it on from the other side. But yeah, I mean, Team Carnival Gaming, we have to give something for them. Like them having a sub to play in. I think Ember was being replaced from the side of Cyclone F just for today's grand finals due to the reasons. And Cyclone F, I think so far has showed pretty promising play, but those X Factor players. You talk about Hattie God, you talk about Spawn, you talk about some of the players who have had the synergy, who have had done plays which were miraculous. They are not able to put up the show right on the board, and that is something that you really need if you're really looking to turn up the tables here in your favor. If you're really trying to pull out the aces of your pockets to win some rounds, despite previous game being scoreline at a 13-9, I do feel like Carnival Gaming, they do have what it takes. But well, let's see if that is going to be enough for them, because we are going to move right inside round number 4, which is going to be the buy round, the first buy round, and I'm very excited to see how this is going to pan out. All right, so the previous buy we did not see any of. This time the rider is back with the op after the round reroll. Well, no Kevlar Vest. So at the cost of no Kevlar Vest, that's something that's kind of concerning me at this point. The first blood not yet in, but the damage is done towards the spawn. Clouder holding the Archangel, and all the players from the mid are just going to jump into his crosshair. Clouder only good for one, but the damage is done towards Defaulter. Now show me what you have with your Rider. Good for the... No, he's not good for any. I mean, I was so confident on him at least getting one there after having such a risky investment in. Oh my god, it's a complete chaos. It's a complete collapse, I'll say, for the side of Carnival Gaming. And True Rippers, they have the bomb. They have the bomb down, and also the side up. The retake is going to be something that they are not really gonna try and rely on. And well, fourth round just around the corner for Team True Rippers.
Yes, there is a chance that this 2v4 can go to the favor, but I think they're just going in for the safe. Now, CG should just pray that they are not getting taken down by exit frags. Well, True Reapers does surely check their angles. There you go. Spawn gets one, but there's, I think, an immediate push coming in from Banana as well. Spawn now to 18 HP. I'm not expecting anything from him. And there you go. 4 rounds for True Reapers,
Oh.
just like that. Crazy Gamer takes one pick. I think they're planning on taking Atty God down as well. The time elapsed, fifth round on board, and I don't think CG still has a proper full buy, which is making me feel concerned for them, because if they keep the same performance, they'd probably end up with an 8-0 in the first half.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, any scoreline above a 7-5, like an 8-4, a 9-3, 10-2, or maybe a 12-0, it's completely over, I feel. Because for Rippers, the second half, CT, I'd love to see how they're going to pull things up. The nade is going to take down Ghost, and he's going to find his way into the nade. Falls victim to the util, being bumped so down towards the banana position. And this is the first time that we are seeing Carnival Gaming on a numbers advantage, getting the first blood in their favor. And now is where the challenge arises if you're inside of the Rippers, because the buy is not the finest. Three of the players are up with only the MP9s. They are still gonna try to make sure that they recover, kind of regroup. But look at this bait. Now there's a player towards the mid position who is going to bait up the utility, and there's two players having a pretty amazing crossfire. One being boosted up, another towards the barrel. Smoke off towards the CT position, but there goes the push. All right, let's see what Spawn is going to be good for. Spawn's the first one. He's good for the first, finally, but at the cost of his teammate. That's a ridiculous way to bait your teammate. Nonetheless, the fifth round might be around the corner. So Rippers still not up with the numbers advantage, but hey, the recovery from the side of Carnival Gaming is coming in. Rossi from the lurk is going to find the last player rotating. Defaulter with the head takes down right, and now it's only two players coming from the church position. This was a really, really, I feel, disastrous round for the side of Carnival Gaming. May I say that? Because they had every advantage up for them. They're still trying to recover, but diffusal capability that's going to be something that you want to rely on. Now they have to stick this diffuse if they
Oh my
really
god.
want to get it, but well, that's not going to be the case. Megills with the ninja play is not going to leave any chance, and it's the bomb being completely get destroyed towards the B side. I mean, 100 on 100 on the efforts there. But Carnival Gaming, despite having so many opportunity to bring that round in themselves, they some way just lose it out in those unconfident play. They're just losing it out because of their own plays.
Yeah. I mean, if we noticed it clearly, I don't know how Carnival Gaming missed on checking new box. That's one of the biggest mistakes. Maybe they could have got this round because it was a 2v1 and it was the closest round they would have gotten, starting off things like for Inferno on a brighter side. But look at Budapest. They fear nothing. They are taking constant trades. This is what I mean when I say they have good crossfire setups. One player down, they take an immediate trade. They're not afraid to fight. And there you go. Clouda through the smoke gets one. That means it's going to do heavy amount of damage with two players pushing back. Michael's already at CT. Gets a kill. Ryder all the with an orbit trying to make a change. 70, 56 HP. That Molly does some serious damage, gets spotted, gets taken down. A 1v2 situation, all in the hands of Cyclone F, who is at Banana right now. There is a player sitting at Banana, Rossi, with 100 HP. I mean, he knows where exactly Cyclone's gonna walk into. And there you go. I think he's going in for
No,
a knife.
no, 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 no.
Oh, no way. That was close, man. I think Rossi did already give out the call that his Banana out, but I think,
Megan's was
Megans
down
might
to
have
like
missed it
11.
that. Yeah, makes sense.
So like he was just 1 bullet away, but oh my god, what are these rounds coming in Team Carnival Gaming? They're gonna be scratching their heads off and like thinking how do they always not manage to close things up? And despite being so chaotic, True Rippers once again are gonna be the one who will find success and really keep up the numbers up. Carnival still looking to get the first one on board. Let's see how the round eventually is going to come out. This time, Banana being not contested, and so Carnival Gaming will take the attack control without dropping any single piece of util. Due to it being a complete save round, Ryder is the only player with the MP7, and there are four players towards the Apps and Arch position. Rossi could find victim here to this position, and that's off angle is good, but the head is great. Rossi is going to fight the head of Clouda, snaps it out, and still keeps the control of second mid. And he's trying to make sure that Carnival Gaming don't take any control. They're kind of concerned of it and they don't make any quick rotation. But the action happening towards the other side of the map, where it's going to be none other than a Cyclone F, if I'm not wrong, try to defend. Now, I love the position here from the side of Spawn2, who now drops down. Well, he is going to fall victim to Crazy Gamer. A side completely open Spawn with a good head, though. Is going to recover an AK for himself, and it's a retake position towards the A side.
Yeah. Ryder, he is trying to save a round for his team, but True Repairs just absolutely shutting them down. Again, an arch push coming in through, which is pretty much predictable. Ghost has a grenade as well with knock. He knows that there's a player in the corner. It hits the grenade, doesn't do much damage. He's gonna use that molly. It's a boost coming in through. An amazing shot from the hands of Ghost. One player in the arches, one player at shot, takes the upper down. It's gonna peek towards the pit, but I don't think it's gonna work this fun. A blind stairs shot. Rossi makes it happen. Man, Rossi is so good. And with Defaulter, I think they just become the most deadliest duo right now on the server. And Carnival Gaming, as predicted, they might go 0-8.
Absolutely, and well, kind of breaks heart to see these fine players at Carnival Gaming just struggling. But I mean, it's about time. Like it's always a rough start in the beginning, but hey, rough start leads to some of the beautiful places. Let's see how this round eventually is gonna pan out. And all in the hands of Ryder, who's still holding up the mid position. He goes for the peak. Spawn gets the success this time towards the middle and gets Banana in his favor. So they're still walking up deep and try to regain that control for themselves. But look at the damage. Default already down to 11. Numbers advantage up for the side of Carnival Gaming. This should be a round that should potentially go in their favor, unless Rossi pulls off another miraculous set of kills here. Cyclone F is going to be someone to contest, but uses his Molotov at a very early position. Now there's still 1 minute remaining up the clock, and look at the util. You have a smoke, a flash, and a grenade. What are you going to save up for your retake? So you cannot let any of these players take the side control. You have to heavily defend the side, because if this goes on for a post plan situation, which doesn't seem to be the case, your retake is going to be pretty miserable without any sort of util in your hands. On the other hand, True Ripper still having two flashes, a molly and a smoke, so they could execute a single side or maybe fake it, but they don't have the numbers to.
Yeah. 4v2 on A bomb side. The bombs at mid. Cyclone gets one, but I think they're not gonna go back. True repairs. It's true repairs, and they are truly gonna rip the opponent part by part. But Clouder here holding a very aggressive angle. Still managed to get one, goes, peeks out, gets a pick on Clouder. A 2v2 situation goes with an op. Hattie got down to 35 HP. Things are not looking good for CG again with less HP and just two players alive. There's one in the corner. I don't think Ghost noticed that, but if they
Yeah.
do peek out, it's going to
Uh,
be difficult. Well, Ghost did anticipate that. He gets taken down, but immediately Spawn's going to look for another angle. But Crazy Gamer, the sneaky gamer, takes away the round. 0 to 8. True Repairs is destroying Carnival Gaming in this game.
Absolutely, and as I mentioned, Team Carnival Gaming would could not really afford to lose out those initial util at an early minute. I think we were 40 seconds inside the game, and before we hit the final minute, 60-second mark, they already had a single piece of util that wasn't even enough for them for the retake. And you saw how they flushed out the player towards the pit to get the trade. Eventually, these are some of the things that you really need to work on. Just working on the aim duel is not something that Counter Strike is going to be all about. But well, let's see, 90 seconds remaining. Is walking up towards Banana, gets taken down. All right, Spawn, this is what he really needs. A bomb now being taken down, and this could be a chance. This could be a round for the side of Carnival Gaming. Course is going to take him down with a Molotov, but that's a big time kill. Rossi with another one. No, they do not lose this time. But look at this trigger patience here. Look at the trigger patience at the banana. But wait, what did he just let him get away with the bomb? What are you doing, Harry God? Harry God with the insane play. Well, now you would say a big IQ play, but nonetheless, he just let the bomb carry walk away with the bomb and then backstabs him right in the middle of the back with Crazy Gamer down to a 1v3 situation. This is now going to turn things very interesting because Carnival Gaming might be around with the first round victory.
Yeah. Well, Hattie God definitely did put out a lot of efforts to get this round in the favor for Carnival Gaming. I guess the 8-0 curse is about to be broken unless Crazy Gamer manages to get this 1v3. But I think Crazy Gamer has a really good position right now. But just 28 seconds left on the clock, so he's probably going in for a save right now. That's the best option he has. But amazing round by Hattie God. I think if he didn't do that, probably Carnival wouldn't have gotten this round. Okay.
Well, I don't
Oh
know where
wait,
that
he's still
movie
going for
came
the
from.
plant? I thought he was going in for the save, but there you go. Looks like Crazy Gamer is crazy after all, with just 46 HP in his hand. I'm not expecting him to do miracles, but I think he will just get one or two before he goes down.
Yeah, I mean, surely this is not a clutch. Surely Carnival is winning this round, at least. But well, him having an AK looks as deadly as ever. The confidence up on the boards finds the first one, but that was the player with the tag. And now, as the position is being given up, the time is going to be of the ace in the 10-second diffuse. Are you kidding me? The damage is indeed done, but I think that's not going to be enough. He's still trying to go on for the set pick, but the diffuse is going to be stricken down.
Oh
And that's going to be the
god.
first round. As you mentioned, he would be good for the 2-1, but the round belongs to Team Carnival Gaming. But hey, these were 5v2, these were 5v3, and it still went down all the way towards a 1v1. That's concerning for Carnival.
Mm-hmm. 8-1. Well, Carnival, they did really fight out that round, but I mean, Crazy Gamer was not in pressure at all. He was very calm. He knew where the bomb was planted. It so much happens that Carnival Gaming got that refuse, but True Repairs, their confidence speaks out the most for them and their pushes, of course. I think Grata should have gone for that mid push, but again, a rotation called in back from Banana to mid by True Repairs. Spawn's down to 19 HP, and Michaels took heavy damage down to 43 HP. As a player over towards Arch, and there you go. Crazy Gamer decides to put a bullet in the head of the Opera. Very accurate and precise. Cyclone gets one, gets traded immediately. A 3v4 situation. Spawn can't do anything, nothing much right now. He has an op in his hand. Well, if they are planning to push from the arches again, very unlikely it's gonna work for them. I think they
Yeah,
should go for a save. Or
absolutely.
maybe. But one of the players is still at B bomb side. I don't know why. So yeah, they are going in for a save right now. Last two rounds left in the first half, and it looks like it's either going to be a 93 curse or it's nothing for CG right now.
So Miguel before dying spotted two players. One player that was sitting in the corner and the other who just, shot him in the head from the back. The bomb is going to get detonated towards the side of A, and that's the ninth one on board. Joe Rippers really walking to put a name in this map as well. And the series might just get closer and closer towards the end game, which could be some final rounds remaining. Carnival finally deciding to put a timeout right now. The match is going to be paused up. As you mentioned, the economical conditions are not in the favor of them. So the safe call was indeed one of the best call, but they do have the rifles out. Ryder back with the op. Spawn is also having an op, so it's a double op setup. What do you have to say about that?
Sorry?
A double op setup from Carnival.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's good, but it's not, I mean, recommended, of course, considering their current economy. I think Spawn anyway had an op, and Rider is the primary op. I probably think it's just a, it's not a bad idea, but for the economy, it is a bad idea for both of them to put an op. Well, if both ops can help them win the round, why not? But Two Rippers is not a team who, calms, holds, and pushes. They're a team who will just go mayhem all over the bomb side. So, with that fast track of gameplay, it might get difficult for Carnival Gaming to put their op to a good use. But again, we can't judge, how good Ryder and Spawn are with their ops. Ryder already peeking way ahead in the palace. He should have taken that pick. Is standing close towards A shot, and I think if Rossi puts a good flash, Ryder will get taken down easily. Three
Yeah,
kills, 9 deaths for Ryder. The whole hope is in his hands right now. And Spawn is going for a sneaky peek. He is taking definitely a large amount of damage. And look at Touribus. They are so calculative about their plays. Michaels gets taken down. It's a 4v5. Immediately falls back, which is a very good decision taken by Spawn. On the other hand, it's going to be a B hit coming in through. Ryder still watching A shot. I think this play is trying to clear it out for the team. He gets spotted out, but Ryder misses the shot. Rossi takes him down. Rossi gets another one. Oh god, one player just disrupted the whole sequence of the strategy right now. Adigot takes Rossi. Either way, it's a 3v3 situation. The palace has been cleared. So it's a clear call that it's going to be an A setup coming in through. One arch, one bomb site. Look at Crazy Gamer goes for a white peak, gets that kill. 10 to 1, True Rip is absolutely smashing Carnival Gaming.
at this point, I think it's pretty fair to say that Carnival might just have accepted what's going on. Like no pauses been called off. Spawn is the only player up with 14 kills. Ryder with 3 being the primary opper, Clouda with 5, Cyclone with only 3, and Adigot with only 4. So it's Rippers really being off the charts at this point. And I mean, wow. I mean, you don't see that much, don't you? Adigot with a good incendiary will punish Megals for the disrespect. Rossi has been really one of the players known to turn back rounds into his own favor. He's gonna spot a player just behind, the thin wall. Let's see if he could really kind of get that advantage to himself. Numbers still favoring the side of Carnival Gaming, but is that really enough for them to get the round victory? The final round of the first half, and Team Zurich was already up with double digits.
Yes, It's the last round, and if probably Carnival Gaming makes it up to 10-2, they might have a chance, but I don't think Turip is gonna let that happen. Well, they do know for a fact that they are confident, and Ghost, what a nice peek over there with the up. I don't think no one fears in True Rippers. No one does, truly. They're not afraid of taking white peaks. They're not afraid of, pushing spawns. Like how Rossi did get few of the most important picks in this Inferno map. Ryder gets one on shot. He's quickly gonna push the bombs getting planted down. He's going back into arches again. Why? A
He
short
gave the
push could
footstep.
be. Oh, yes, he did. Makes sense. But
So
I think it would be very predictable if he was going in for an Archer's peak because Ghost is always sitting down there with an op. And there you go. That peak is just going to make it easier for Ghost to take him down. 11-1 is the scoreline. True Repairs is on a really high note.
yeah, I mean, Team Trolopals, wow, that experience, that confidence, that shared domination at the T side. This is what I really worried. You put a team at their best map and you give them their best site. Look what's going to happen. I mean, this is what's going to happen. All ones on the board, but only one for Team Carnival Gaming up for the round. Now, the pistol is going to be what could be a ticket for setback. But Carnival Gaming at the T side, they're looking to make a quick banana head, looking for the B side. Look who's on the other side, Rossi. Let's see what he has on his favor. Megil's good for one, good for two. The flash from defaulter, miraculous. Looking for the third one, gets shaded from the Sarah spawn. Now they're still not looking to put any brakes to their speed. Just going on for this W gaming, but well, defaulter spots one, takes one down before he gets traded. 2v3, the bomb's still not down. Oh, it's dropped under the side of Ghost. Ah, it's going to be so unfortunate. I think it's going to be a really sad recovery for them to kind of take the bomb. And when they do have a duel that has to be challenged up against Crazy Gamer, who does gets taken down. Now Ghost gets dinged, but he gets the kill, gets the job done, and through the church comes in Rider to cuff in. 1v2 situation, a doable one indeed, but well, Ghost, despite being down to 12 HP, gets the series point and maybe a 1x best, 1x bet masters. 9 champions would just be around the corner.
Yes. 12-1 match point in the hands of True Repairs. All they need is one more round, and all Carnival Gaming needs is 11 more rounds just to make it to an overtime. Well, victory is something that's looking very far for Carnival Gaming right now. It is very unfortunate that they've got beaten by True Repairs in the past and again in the grand finale. Although it definitely does show that they've got a lot of guards. Michaels, he just walks out of the smoke, no respect. And Spawns misses it. Either way, it's a 2v5 situation. Cyclone manages to get one when he peeks for another. He gets taken down. Ryder in a 1v3 with just a deagle in his hands. And I think he will be pushed by all the players of True Repairs. He should be thankful if he's not getting knifed. And there you go. Defaulter gets the last pick. And GG, well played. True Repairs are your champions for 1xbet Masters 9, powered by Dust2 and the broadcast partner Blink Entertainment. It was a one-sided absolute shutdown by True Repairs.
Yeah, I mean, wow, true rippers, just living up to their name, greatly rip their opponents, and that experience and that level of domination, them having the coordination and being around together as a team, as a whole for so long since past couple of months has really paid off on them, really playing out of the books at times despite having some of the strong players like Cloud. I had he got and specifically mentioned Cyclone. I think the only one player who had like 14 or 15 kills, while all the other players were like struggling to even find the double digits. So like that's some of the plays that you really see the lack of confidence here. You really kind of accept your fate that True Rippers are just too good, and you're just being way back. And kind of Carnival Gaming just lost out their hope. They didn't even try it in the second map, And I feel like despite them having the best opportunities, despite them having the best options, or I'll say maybe the rounds where they could have really closed on in their favor, those clutches were just skyrocketing up.
Yes.
The economy, everything from the side of Team Turipers was so well played, and they claim another title in the back of themselves. So, like, really big congratulations to them. But hey, Carnival Gaming still struggling to get those victory, get those title. Till today they had a 0% win
Yeah.
rate. They did won some couple of matches into the qualifiers for the 1x Masters, and they came in all the way towards the grand final. So slowly steadily they are walking up the ladder, but yeah, it's a long road ahead of them.
It definitely is. And the fact that Rossi was so aggressive and he was so fearless throughout both of the maps, he did not fear to move, to push, and to most importantly, lock, which is again a very important role. I think Rossi plays a entry fragger type of role for his team in order to get that support. But whenever the most important rounds were actually backed by Rossi, and again amazing opping coming in from the side of Coast, he was very patient. And I think CG made very basic mistakes, not being able to manage their economy. I think in Inferno, out of even compared to Anubis, I think they did the most number of ecos, and that clearly
Absolutely.
explains. And that scout buy on second round was completely unnecessary, because
Yeah.
you know that it's not going to put you in a good position. And their, compared to B bomb side, I think their A bomb side was the most weakest. They were not able to anchor it. So maybe if they go back to the drawing board and analyze in depth a little, they will understand that if these small little mistakes can be fixed, I think they have a long way to go. And when it comes to tourippers, it's the small things that matter to them. It's the small things that made the game in their hands. Per se, trades is one of the most basic stuff that they've constantly kept doing. Not even once that there was a round where they did not trade off. It was either a
Yeah.
1v2 or a 1v3 that they've lost, but there was no situation where it was a flawless coming in from the opponent, and there were four players just eliminated. I think it was one round where Hattie got definitely went from the mid and got two picks. Either way, that round was converted into a 1v3 and later to a 1v1 by Crazy Gamer. It was the bomb defusal that came through as luck for Carnival Gaming. But
Yeah,
I
true.
will say that the team plays together, True Rippers, they know how to play together. They know how exactly to perform CS as its best. And looking at the scorecard, we can definitely say that Rossi 13 kills, Crazy 14, Defaulter 13. I think the entire team has put an equal amount of efforts.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Team True Rippers. There's no MVP for them. The team itself is, like the coordination is the MVP. The way they balance out, the way they all step up at times, they all do, their micro plays, they do their part in the team. That's what really matters. Now, Spawn with 16 kills is absolutely like, like him being the one man show for the entire CG. And as you mentioned, the only round with they won was out of them having a 5v2, then a 3v1, and then absolutely a 1v1 and a diffuse being stuck, all thanks to the smoke and all thanks to him getting a very good surprise there. But hey, a 113 still better than a 13, especially if you are an experienced player here. But nonetheless, that kind of concludes us the 1x bet Masters 9 presented by Dust2 India. And well, it was an interesting one. So to wrap things up, it's going to be an amazing, I'll say a month ahead of us. The summer is right around the corner, and so are the entry for many of these more
Yes.
tournaments. If you want to be a part of it, go head on to dust2.in, and you can find miraculous options to register for this tournament. Also get a chance to compete for these prize pool. And hey, if you are a Counter-Strike fan like us, you could get so many updates first whenever it's out at the dust2.in website. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. And I'm gonna throw things down to the Elika to really conclude and give us the outro.
Well, I mean, it's been great casting One Expert Masters. Unfortunately, we could not see the semi finale live happening, but the finale was, the outcome was very surprising for me, because I thought it was going to be a very close match between CG and True Repairs. But either way, it came down to True Repairs finally grabbing up that champions title, after losing multiple times in the finale against other different title teams. Well,
Yeah.
as Tarun mentioned, if you're a huge CS fan, go ahead, go to dust2.in, check out the latest news on CS2 and skins and drama. If you're a person who loves to follow CS2, then that's the website for you. And for more future tournaments, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, and do subscribe to our newsletter that's on the website. Until then, until next Masters, me and Tarun will take your leave.
Cause you taste like candy, 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 candy. I remember the night when you kissed me goodbye, and I said I'd be just fine. The next day you were gone, but you couldn't move on. But looking back, I still want you, you. Holding on to what I know, to everything I've learned. What is real and fabricated? What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting the storms in my head. Don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to. No one understands, shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
Yeah, unknown brain, Marvin Divine, and we back.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the rain and rain. I turn nothing into something. No more dealing with their assumptions. Cause I do what I gotta do and I know, can't nobody do it like me. All they do is judge me for who I might be. Maybe if they took some time to pick my mind and see